Hey everyone, and welcome to the full moon aftermath video. And as I was tuning in before I was making this video, I felt a lot of pause, stillness, groundedness. So a lot of making sure that our feet are physically planted on the ground and that we're conscious of it. And I also heard conscious clarity. So I feel like we're all channeling in specific messages that are obviously aligned to ourselves. So if you get a second right now, if you can do that with me, just pop your feet on the ground. Imagine your energy from your feet is going down into the earth and see red coming out of you. So I think there's like a root chakra blockage here. It's just going to make you feel, you'll feel a bit heavier, your ears might feel a bit blocked or something. The energy just needs to settle. So there's that. Interesting way to start the reading. Well, and I just hear all of a sudden that's creepy wind noise and I can hear sirens outside now. I think there's just so much going on in the collective that we need to ensure as, energetic light beings, empaths, that we need to consciously ground ourselves because we absorb too much of the outer world and then we start reflecting that back, into our world that we're creating, and we don't want that, which is why we tune into videos like this, because it helps us realign our energy and realign our soul. So there's a very important shift that's happened at the Gemini full moon. And you would have already seen the video. So I don't need to go into it. But yeah, it's a big energetic block that's being released. So the energy that we've got coming up is the Piscean energy and Pluto energy. So this will be over the period of the next 2 weeks. As I was also tuning in, I was feeling a lot of like Neptunian energy of just a bit of disillusionment. I feel like this is obviously why we have to ground as well, because there's too many daydreams, and I'm Pisces, I'm down with the daydreams, but it's really not helping us right now. We'll get more into that as we continue on. And Pluto is such a hard energy as well to have to deal with. And I know America's going through their Pluto return. I don't know about Australia. Not enough astrologers look at what's happening in Australia, but would it help? But anyway, and my part I play in that is detaching from the negative energy that's being projected onto us. And I keep realigning back to my vibration, high vibration, and I keep connecting to my beliefs of what I want, and I'm projecting that out into the world. And I'm backing that up with positive, affirmations that everything is good, everything's fine, everything's working out to my best interest, things like that, instead of letting fear or despair come into my life. So instead of, if you're watching negative stuff, you're drawing it to you. So you're drawing it to your heart chakra. And then if you don't, you're pushing that away from you, your energetic field. You're able to open your heart chakra. It's a massive period of transformation. I just heard agenda. I don't know what that's for. What other energy do we have? Got New Moon in Aries, go for it. New Moon in Cancer, relax. And last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. And this is about living in the sacred moment and accepting that all is perfect right now. There's a bigger plan. You have a bigger plan. The world has a bigger plan. And it's unfolding how it needs to. and that can look messy. But I feel like this is learning how to be okay with it. It's a big soul challenge and a lesson that we need to learn to be okay with things not being okay. When things are fiery, when things are not aligned, and learning how to realign our energy towards our higher purpose and what we want and what's best for us or our families. It's learning to realign your energy. See how I'm like not talking 100 miles an hour like I usually am, and I'm taking pauses and stuff like that, which normally I would feel guilty for, but I feel like I just feel like we need to calm our energy down. We do so by being in this present moment and just seeing what comes, what unfolds. I'm also feeling a lot of pressure around my crown chakra. I wonder what that is. Energy of love. So we've just kind of realigned ourselves at the beginning of this video. And this is what's going to continue to come through this whole video. It says, behold the world through the eyes of love. So yeah, how I was discussing before, even though we feel or see chaos, we need to realign ourselves. And that makes us feel peaceful, right? We slow things down. It's when we're in that Aries energy of everything being fast and overreactive and, you know, notice how I put that over the Aries card. That's impulsiveness. That is not thinking before you're acting. That's just charging ahead, you know, which I feel like a lot of us might have been doing. It's like reacting in not an empowered way. So we'll just clarify this relax card, please. And remember, you don't have to do so much. You don't have to do so much to generate the outcomes that you want. It's more about, you know, discussing with yourself or journaling your desires. And just knowing what your desires are. Sometimes you don't even need to say anything. You might not need to write it. Just knowing that, oh yeah, that's what I really want. And holding that lovingly in your heart, not tightly. And, you know, say if you wanted someone, you had the hots for someone. And usually it makes you act irrationally, right? When you want something, or, you know, say you want a new bag and you can't afford it, it's expensive, but you're like, I just want that. That's like, see how like, you know, when you're just like, I just want it, God damn it, just get it now. That's that impatient Aries energy. And that generates a block automatically. Any resistant type energy generates a block. It's like a cloud of thick, smoggy gas. You're not going to get what you want through that. But back to the example of having the hots for someone. If you are not acting yourself, if you are being inauthentic, if you're trying to impress someone by not being authentically you, that's manipulation, right? And that comes from, you know, not feeling good enough and stuff like that. I get it. But the basis of it, psychology, says that's manipulation. And that thing was never really yours, even if you won them over, right? So you're being asked to be authentically you. Like, what do you want? It doesn't matter what someone else would think. What do you want? Or who do you want to be? You know, you don't want to be something and not try to win someone over. That means that you're both, you know, in misalignment, and they might be doing the same thing to you, you know. It's just, and it gets messy and it's not real, it's not authentic. And why would you want to play that game? I don't know why this situation's coming up from. Like, you want to be authentically you in all your interactions every day. That's kind of what I'm hearing, and that's where your power is. And look, we all do it, no shame. It's just realizing what we're doing when we're doing it and just realigning ourselves. Go, no, that's not who I am. Just be myself. And sometimes it's hard to know, you know, when you're in a situation with someone, if you like them. And it could be a friend too. I remember years ago, I met this lady at this new job, and I could feel her energy of her soul. And I'm like, oh my God, I just like I know I love her. I just want to be around her. And, you know, and then my head's like, be cool, Michelle. Be cool. And I did. And, you know, I'd say hi to her. I wouldn't like go up to her and overwhelm her. I'm like, no, I just felt like I had to stand back and kind of let it unfold and let it come to me kind of thing. And then we were really good friends, and one of the best relationships I've had with a girl. You know, had so much fun. She understood me. You know, when I was there, when I needed her, you know, she'd be there for me and stuff like that. So it was a pretty special relationship. But if I try to force it and, you know, I try to be too over the top, I guess, you know, not really being authentic, just trying to impress her, it probably would have gone the other way. Okay, I don't know why these examples are coming up. Your girl just likes to talk. So we've got fine wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. So it's like, okay, what do you want? Oh my God, that looks like Neptune. After what I said, that looks like Neptune. And this is about the dreaming again. It could be the moon, but to me, I'm seeing Neptune. And it's like, I see that as drawing that creative energy down into you. I feel, okay, so there's a download from Neptune that needs to come in. So like the, I guess, negative side of Neptune energy is being ungrounded, is focusing on addictions. So not your priorities, you know, whether it be shopping, drinking, doing too much of something, even like over exercising, you know, that's not a good thing. It's kind of what's doing things that are emotionally unhealthy for you. So I feel like that's something you're giving up, but this new Neptune energy that's coming in is more connected to your soul and your heart. I see that going into her heart and her soul. And it's higher quality download than what you've kind of wanted before. It's like a cleanse. You're having like a energetic cleanse. It's like the stuff you used to fantasize before about, you realize, oh, I actually don't really want that. Like it seems nice, and I've been programmed to want whatever situation or scenario. But when the reality hits, it never works out that way, does it? So you're releasing those like old fairy tale type storylines, you know, of someone trying to rescue you or whatever. And you're more like, actually, what do I want? I'm getting rid of those programming responses and the patterns and, the programming for movies, plots and stuff like that. And I'm downloading actually what I actually want. So it's being more real to you, and that's what's being revealed. And look at this, concealed power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. So there's things that are coming through after this Gemini full moon. It's a lot of that Gemini thinking energy, and it's communication, but more communication with your guides, the universe, Neptune, you know, the moon. There's so much that wants to come through. And we just need to kind of stop and be in, that's where the Pisces energy is here. Stop and be in that flow. And all of a sudden, you know, this is the epitome of downloads from the universe. All of a sudden you'll get a download, so you need to stop. I mean, and Neptune rules Pisces as well. And this Pluto card is about transformative energy coming through. It's helping you shift and clear this out. So we've got the fire here that's burning through those old patterns. The yellow is rejuvenation. Pisces is the imagination. But disconnecting from the old ways of how you used to want things to plan out. You're not going to want that anymore. And here we've got clarity again. So lots of clarity coming through. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. And that's that whole Neptunian delusional energy. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. Pisces, intuition. It's like releasing the fire. Abundance. Divine beloved. Sorry, they're a bit hollow, these cards. Please show me how to feel deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan. That's that old way we wanted things to plan out. And open to being a vehicle for abundance. It's really like clearing our energetic vessel. And releasing how we used to think things should be. And opening more up to Spirit's plan and your higher self's plan. Just going to do one more card. Self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. So I'm seeing this as, oh my God, I potentially have wasted all this time in the past of dreaming about things that were never really good for me in the first place. But you're going to fall into this energy of, well, that was just how it needed to be. And that brought me to this point. And there shouldn't be any doubt or regret at time lost or relationships wasted or whatever. Because we're living in the moment. And we're grounded now in the moment. And we're open to whatever Neptune wants to show us. And it's going to provide an energetic shift to help lead the way into 2022. And this is exactly what we need right now. If you guys haven't checked out my TikTok lately, check it out. Oh my God, I'm struggling to speak. Sorry. And I might do a pick a card for 2022. If you want me to do that, let me know. I'll get that out. And other than that, have an awesome time. This is great energy. Learning to be in the moment, whether you're happy or sad or glad or, whatever, down. Just knowing that, I feel like you're really going to know that this needs to be where you are right now. Where you are right now is where you need to be. And you're going to be okay with each and every moment. And that's what changes your whole world, your whole inner world. Like, it's quite magical. Enjoy.